Well, today we're going to talk to Professor Olof Beck, who is a professor in analytical toxicology and pharmacology at the Department of Medicine at Karolinska Institute in Sweden. Professor Beck is also the inventor of a new drug detection system which has been named Sense Abuse. Good morning to you. We are calling you, and obviously you are in Spain on vacation, so sorry for calling you this early. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. It's okay.
Could you just tell us about this invention? And obviously it has created quite a lot of interest. So what is so new about all this?
Well, the new idea, in my research, I've been interested in drug of abuse detection. And I've done a lot of technical development in this field. And some of these systems that are used today for urine and blood, for example, and saliva, is very frustrating because you encounter a lot of technical problems in the sampling procedure. And some time ago we just considered why not try breath, because it's a very simple and easy sample to collect. And to a little bit of a surprise, we were very lucky. Even the first experiment was successful. And then we just went on to do some of the basic research. And actually, this was published 1 year ago. It was the first discovery of using breath for drugs of abuse detection, apart from alcohol.
So now, following the discovery last year, what has been developed then? Because reports here in Sweden tell us that this new system could detect, among other things, amphetamines, methamphetamine, ecstasy, cannabis, cocaine, and methadone. Actually, how does it all work? Could you try to describe that?
Yeah, when we started this field, we didn't know anything about breath at all. And we were a little bit surprised that you can actually detect these substances in breath because they are not volatile, so you wouldn't expect them to come out. And following our first discovery, we focused our work on the technical part, how to collect the breath sample in a convenient way. In the first experiment, we had to use pumps to support the flow of air, and then we thought we should develop something very simple. And now we have the device is based on a filter. That is, you can actually just blow through the filter. So it's a very, very, very simple device. Very, very easy to collect the sample. And that took us about 1 year to develop that. And that is based on air filtering technology. So it's rather modern technology.
So how long time would it take then, just for somebody who wants to provide the test or who is requested to provide the test? Actually, what does he do? He blows out the air, or for how long time?
It's like when you do it in an alcohol meter, you blow for some time until the instrument is ready. But in our system, we decided to have 3 minutes sampling time, so you collect about 15 breaths. And in this commercial device, you just fill a plastic bag, and that takes 2-3 minutes.
Okay. And then after having taken this test, what will be the next step? It's obviously sent somewhere, I suppose?
Yeah, it's like a urine sample or a blood sample. You send it to the laboratory for analysis. And there are routines available today to maybe finish the investigation in two days.
Okay.
So it would be possible to get the result rather quickly.
And now, what is so exceptionally new about this? Well, you mentioned using the breath air. But if we compare them with other systems, would this be more reliable than anything else, do you think? Or?
Yeah, for example, in drugs of abuse testing, it's actually a urine sample that is used the most today, and there are problems in collecting urine samples because you have to supervise the individual in most situations. You have to go to the toilet together with a person to oversee that he doesn't cheat.
Mm.
And for example, a blood sample, you have to go to the clinic to get permission to collect the blood sample. So I think it's the fact that it's very convenient, very available, and very safe, because you cannot cheat. If you blow, you probably won't be able to cheat that.
Now, this obviously means that any official or any law enforcement representative or within the correction services, that anybody with a bit of education could be able to sample these tests.
Yes. And I would say that you won't need medical persons to collect the sample, because it doesn't intrude anything to your privacy.
When could we expect this then to be in full production? When could interested organizations, law enforcement agencies, customs or whatever, when could we expect them to be able to use this? When will it be in production?
Yeah, we hope now, when this device is commercially available, it's a very cheap thing to buy, that other groups and other laboratories will be interested to try it and help me to do more of the basic science. And then it will take some time, of course, before you can get acceptance in the society for this.
And what about price? Is that something we could talk about? Will this be you mentioned cheap, but cheap could be more or less anything, depending on what you compare with.
But I could say that since it's more expensive to buy this device than to buy a plastic tube to collect urine, of course. There's a price, but the easiness of the sampling procedure sort of balance out that. It's very easy to take the sample, and you can do it very quickly. If you, for example, take a urine sample, then it may take a person half an hour or 1 hour to collect the urine sample from an individual, and that costs a lot of money too.
Well, we have spoken to Professor Olof Beck at Karolinska Institute in Stockholm, in Sweden, about a new sample unit which allows for breath air detection of illicit drugs. We would like to thank you for taking the time during your vacation to talk to us, and good luck with the future research, and we are hoping to get back to you later to find out more about what has happened when this is in full production and used by a larger majority of organizations and authorities. Thank you very much.